Hello there, it's Scott Siverett here. Just making a little video to welcome the ambassadors to the party. Yeah, welcome to the party from all over the world. So exciting. One of the hugely different things that we did in the festival in February that you probably heard lots of things about were that we tried to get, lots and lots of, involvement from people around the world doing things in their own countries, in their own ways, in their own languages. And we were looking there for people that knew the local areas, were well respected, and wanted to be the face of the festival in the local areas, and to try and get the best people and the best talent involved in the festival. The festival is about two things. One is about bringing people together, making bridges, doing that cultural exchange. Lots of interesting things have spun out of the festival. Um, and in this like mini experimental one, 3 days, we wanted to learn a few things. And we wanted to learn what would a 3 day festival be like, because we know what a month-long one was like. We wanted to know, could we use Meetup more to do a lot of the organizing? Um, and we wanted to also try not having regional ambassadors, so just trying to run it a little bit more centrally. So we're going to take the learning from this experiment and we're going to compare it with the first experiment, and we're going to see how it gets on. So remember, this is just an experiment, so don't stress yourself. What I've been clear with everyone that's been involved in the festival is that your family comes first. And the second thing is where you make your money. So whatever you do to make your money, that comes second. And then third is the festival. If anyone's ever heard of open source, there's a wonderful man, uh, you know, and he's called Harrison and Harrison Owen, and Harrison Owen's rules for events are whoever comes are the right people, and that is the same for ambassadors and speakers and everything else. So you are the right people. Okay, whatever happens was the only thing that could happen, and if you're not getting any value, leave. So if you came on to be an ambassador and you're not enjoying it, that's okay. You don't feel you have to do anything, you're obliged or something. Yeah, happily leave. Okay. A couple of things just to get into the headspace here. Because we're doing the festival on the 7th, because it takes a little bit of time to get the events on, the proposals team have asked if we close proposals on the 20th of September. So it's effectively 8, depending on which time zone you're in, 8 to 9 days to do things. The expectation is that if any of you can manage to get any events in your area, that's wonderful. So you're not looking for 20 events, you're not looking for, 50 events. One event per area is great. And that could even be an event you host and you bring like local speakers in, and you kind of set up and run. That was a model that worked well. Or it could be a friend of yours that you want to bring in, or it could be a speaker that your country's renowned and you like, and you invite them. And as the ambassador of the festival, just say to them, we think you're a great speaker. We'd love you to come in and speak in the festival. Um, Last time around, we had more talks in non-English languages than we had in English, which I think was amazing. So we want to kind of replicate that as well. But we've had some technical issues, so we don't have quite all of the things in language that we had last time. But we can build that back. The final thing, and this is quite exciting, think of the next few days in your ambassadorship as a little bit, and the festival itself, which we encourage you to take part in. Imagine that this is kind of like your induction and orientation, and what we're really going to aim for is February next year. So February next year, let's run a similar event, and let's take the learnings from this one, this experiment, and then move it forward to that one. How does that sound? Yeah. So there's no pressure, there's no hassle, there's no stress. Just come on board and and learn, have a bit of fun, perhaps get one or two talks in the agenda, so we can have our our local inclusion, our local events, and we want to celebrate people all over the world. We want everyone to be equal in our agile community. We've got principles. I mean, there are some principle videos back on the website, and perhaps one of the ambassadors could pull that out and post it again here because it is on the website, and on the YouTube channel. So we've got lots and lots of videos on the YouTube channel, and you should definitely have a look in the YouTube channel as well. Okay, so not much time, just about a week. And one of the things we wanted to do was to get some of the old school ambassadors who were ambassadors for February for the big event to come and give you a hand and mentor you as well. So that was agreed. So if anyone's got any contacts out there with the old school ambassadors, if you just say, could you come give a hand? And if we could match up in country, that's great because we like people working in time zones, so we don't have long hours and everything else. But it is 1 o'clock in the morning here in Scotland, so I'm going to bed soon. Yeah. Final bit. I believe there's a coordination meeting on a Tuesday. So if someone could put the message and details out of that for you, I suggest, like an agile team, just get together, assign some tasks, do some things, and find a way of communicating. We do have a Slack group as well. Sometimes that's a bit better than WhatsApp because you can get to see who people are and you can have a little bit more discussion there. You can also have perhaps a Spanish group or something. So feel free to set up as many channels and a many way of working in the Slack group as you want. So let's just run back on that. You are very welcome. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. I'll try and come around and talk to you. Old ambassadors, are going to mentor the new ones. So if everyone involved in those networks could try and do that. Grace could possibly be a conduit there. Grace had a great relationship with the old ambassadors, with the old regional ambassadors, so we're closing proposals on the 20th. So anyone you do want to try and we want to try and get them to have a proposal in by the 20th. Is that hard rule, Scott? You know what? If someone had to do it on the 21st or 22nd, we'll still accept it. But please tell everyone to aim for the 20th. And that's it. Don't get stressed. Yeah, and definitely focus on what you do with your family, and then focus on what you do with where you get your money, and then worry about this. And whatever happens is the only thing that can happen, and whoever comes are the right people. And let's focus on making this more of a party than a work thing. Yeah. And if you come along and you think it's for you and then you decide it's not for you, that's great. Just say, look, thanks for that. I'm going to come out of the WhatsApp group or something. I don't have the time. Things have changed. We appreciate you being here and we know how busy you are. Thank you very much.